Repeat this step again and again, each time telling the pre-clear to go back to the beginning of the incident and go through it to the end. Continue to run the incident until the pre-clear is cheerful about it. When the pre-clear is cheerful about running that incident, go on to step 6B. Choose another incident that the pre-clear feels he can now comfortably face.
Let's find another incident that you feel you can comfortably face.
Yeah. The time my mother had a stroke. I was in the kitchen with my daughter.
Return the pre-clear to this new incident and audit it by continuing the procedure with step 5, followed by step 6A. Run the pre-clear through the incident as many times as it takes to bring the pre-clear to the point where he is cheerful about it. Then choose another incident to audit using the procedure as described earlier. Keep finding and auditing incidents on your pre-clear. If the pre-clear does not seem to be able to uncover any more about an incident, despite many recountings, and is not becoming more cheerful about it, then find out from the pre-clear if there is an earlier incident similar to the one you are auditing.
Same thing. My daughter and I go to the hospital and my mother's out of critical condition and the doctor said that we should go home and I don't know, I'm not seeing anything new.
Okay. Is there an earlier incident similar to the one we're auditing?
Yeah, there is. I haven't thought about this for ages.
Very good. Go to the beginning of that incident. Good. Go through the incident and say what is happening as you go along.
This is a long time ago. We're cleaning up after dinner. The kids are teasing each other. I'm trying to put some plates away up in this high shelf where we keep them. I'm standing on a step stool.
All right, continue.
The kids are fighting. They hit the step stool, and I fall off. I hit my head on the floor, and I black out. When I come to, there's an ambulance there. I feel like such an idiot. My head hurts. Oh. I'm getting a headache now. That's all.
All right. Go back to the beginning and go over it. Pick up whatever additional data you can contact.
As long as new data is still coming out of the incident, the auditor needs to continue to run the incident using steps 5 and 6A.
Then my head hits the floor, and I black out. My head hurts. I feel like a stupid idiot. It's my own fault. Wait a minute. That's my family talking. They're saying that.
What did you do, you stupid idiot? It was your fault.
Shut up, both of you. Honey? Honey? She looks bad. No, don't try to move her. She's got to stay right here.
She's got to stay right here. No wonder I never wanted to go out.
This is a good time to end off for today. To end the session, you go on to step 7. The auditor now has to bring the pre-clear back to present time.
Okay. We'll be ending the session shortly. Come to present time.
Okay.
Good.
Step 8 is making sure the pre-clear is in present time.
Are you in present time?
Yes.
Fine.
The auditor now has to give the pre-clear the word canceled so that nothing in the session will act as a command or suggestion to the pre-clear at a later time. This is step 9.
Canceled.
The auditor now should restore the pre-clear to his present time environment. This is step 10 and is the final step of Dianetics procedure.
When I count from 5 to 1 and snap my fingers, you'll feel alert. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow, what a great feeling. I would have never known. And my headache's gone. Thank you so much. That was wonderful.
There you have it. That was a Dianetics auditing session shown with all its parts. In future sessions, other engrams and incidents are taken up and handled. Good results depend on doing many auditing sessions like the one you just observed. It takes study and practice. If you haven't read the book Dianetics, you should do so. You can refer to the auditing procedure on the card that you received with this video. And you can watch this program over and over as many times as you want. It takes a lot of auditing. The important thing is to jump right in and start right away. Dianetics will conduct you on the most exciting adventure of your life, the adventure of you. The goal of Dianetics is a finite state called clear. The clear operates using the full potential of his analytical mind. He has gotten rid of the barrier that held him back in life, his reactive mind. The clear is not a buried unknown or a different person, but an intensity of all that is best and most able in a person. Your personality, creative ability, and drive do not come from your aberrations. Man is basically good, creative, and constructive. Take away his aberrations, and with them go the evil, pain, and unhappiness in his life. Dianetics is the first study of the mind which is easily understood, easily learned, and can be applied by anyone. That goal has never been achieved before in man's history. People all over the world are winning with Dianetics.
And after going clear, I realized that I could do anything I wanted to do. And I realized who I was. And it wasn't who my parents told me it was. And it wasn't what I was expected to be. But I figured out who I was. And I saw that I had so much more potential than I ever thought I had.
I had allergies and aches and pains and problems with my family that I figured I'd have the rest of my life. Well, very simply, with Dianetics, I got rid of all those. My allergies are gone, I'm getting along great with my family, and I'm finally doing the things in life I've always wanted to do.
So what I tell everybody is that no matter how much you have in life, you really don't have anything until you have yourself. And that's what Dianetics gives you, is yourself. So you gotta do it.
Dianetics is very fast, very powerful, and if you haven't tried it, then what you're missing out on is your own happiness.
You can't even put a price on what Dianetics can do. It gave me back myself, and that's worth everything. Dianetics is absolutely the most important thing I've ever done in my life. Everyone should do it.
Dianetics has broad use. Education, medicine, politics, art, all branches of human thought are clarified with Dianetics principles. One key branch of Dianetics is preventive Dianetics, the technology of preventing engrams and other reactive incidents from occurring in the first place. Many medical professionals now insist on complete silence in the operating room and during childbirth to safeguard the sanity of the individual. Another branch of Dianetics is social Dianetics. A society, like an individual, has its analytical mind and its reactive mind. And as we have seen with an individual, a society too can be re-stimulated into irrational and destructive behavior, violence, strife, even war. There is no problem or conflict which cannot be solved with reason. An ideal society would be a society of unaberrated persons, clears, conducting their lives with mutual respect and trust. We stand between one state of man and a higher state. With Dianetics, a bridge has been built from the world as it is now to a better, happier, and saner world. At the end of the book Dianetics, L. Ron Hubbard urged the reader to get busy and build a better bridge. In over 4 decades since the publication of Dianetics, that bridge has been strengthened and widened. What began as a book has become a worldwide movement. Today, there are thousands of Dianetics groups, centers, and organizations throughout the world. Tens of thousands of people have gone clear. You can be clear too. In fact, by watching this program, you have already started on the road to clear. You now need to apply what you've just learned. With study, patience, and work, you'll make it. Dianetics is for you. Learn it. Audit with your friends and family, and have them audit you. Start a group. For any assistance or to answer your questions, call the Dianetics Information Line, 1-800-367-8788. They can also tell you the location and time of your nearest Dianetics seminar, where you'll meet other people like yourself who are interested in Dianetics and want to audit. You'll get practical experience in auditing under professional supervision. As L. Ron Hubbard said in the book Dianetics, you are beginning an adventure. Treat it as an adventure, and may you never be the same again. L. Ron Hubbard envisioned a world where man could rise above his problems and suffering and achieve true happiness. He was no ivory tower philosopher. He lived life to the fullest as an explorer, pilot, ship captain, photographer, researcher, and writer. Since the 1930s, L. Ron Hubbard has been a top best-selling author, writing in over 35 genres, selling over 100 million books and read in over 90 countries. He used his enormous success as a writer to fund his extensive research into the mind and life. His 530 published works represent over 60 million words, and together with over 5,000 taped lectures, contain the answers to life. His works are translated into over 24 languages. L. Ron Hubbard has had scores of bestsellers, including Dianetics. First published in 1950, it has become the largest-selling self-help book of all time. Following the publication of Dianetics, L. Ron Hubbard continued his research into what he called the center of awareness, or life force. His research culminated in the practical religious philosophy of Scientology. Today, both Dianetics and Scientology are used throughout the world. Many hundreds of organizations and groups are spread over 6 continents, from England to Taiwan, from the United States to India. Organizations and centers exist in major cities around the world, with millions using L. Ron Hubbard's discoveries to improve their lives. L. Ron Hubbard also developed the first truly workable technology on how to study and how to learn, and the only method to handle widespread illiteracy in children and adults. His studied technology is used by millions of students and teachers around the world. In drug rehabilitation, L. Ron Hubbard discovered the first proven techniques to rid people of the harmful effects of drugs. Using no drugs, his methods have salvaged the lives of hundreds of thousands of people and are used by Narconon, who have the world's best statistical rate of success exclusively using L. Ron Hubbard's technology. As a humanitarian, he wrote a modern, practical moral code based on common sense to help arrest the declining values in society. Tens of millions of copies have been distributed internationally in numerous languages, offering the pathway to a moral and happier life. L. Ron Hubbard has been acknowledged the world over. He dedicated his life to helping his fellow man and bringing about a new civilization on Earth. Using his technology, millions are crossing the bridge to a better life. For more information about the life of L. Ron Hubbard or to order any of his books, call 1-800-367-8788 or write to Dianetics and Scientology Information Center, 6331 Hollywood Boulevard, Suite 1305, Los Angeles, California, 90028, 6313.